Farming in Protected Landscapes is a 4-year programme run by DEFRA and administered by national parks and national landscapes across England. We've been delivering farmer-led projects to improve the resilience of our land, which will have long-term benefits for nature and biodiversity. We're visiting 2 of our FiPL projects on Cranborne Chase National Landscape, located in the southwest of England, Launceston Farm and Myncen Farm. We're going to be talking to members of the Cranborne Chase Farmer Cluster who, like many farmers, have come together to deliver results for nature. This means that they can better connect wildlife habitat beyond their individual farm boundaries.
So the Cranborne Chase Farmer Cluster was set up by a group of farmers in this area who are all doing a lot for nature on their farms. We're now up to sort of 22 members and we cover over 8,500 hectares of the Cranborne Chase. So FiPL has supported the Cranborne Chase Farmer Cluster in so many different ways. We managed to get a grant for some hedging across the cluster. FiPL supplied the funding to fence that off. We have received funding for a fully accessible Bailey trailer. The rare arable plant plots have also been established with FiPL funding. A really exciting find was the narrow-fruited corn salad, which appeared in one of the surveys on one of the plots, and that's incredibly exciting.
Through support from FiPL, we've been able to purchase a mobile cattle handling facility. We can now graze and improve the SSI Monkton Down, which is a species-rich chalk grassland in very poor state. It is an off-lying block of land, so for welfare issues we always struggled because I had no facilities if there was any problems with the cattle. Helena from FiPL was great at supporting us, and feedback from the ecologists Jenny Bennett and FWAG, we've been really able to make vast improvements on the state of the SSI. We've also benefited as a farm and wider as a cluster through various mammal tunnels, owl boxes, allowing us to engage with the local community, which is really important.
So FiPL has supported us. We asked for apple trees directly behind our cider shed. We're using local heritage varieties which would be long forgotten if we weren't keeping them going. It brings down our food miles in terms of we can literally roll the apples down the hill into the mill to get pressed. It's adding a bit more to the landscape. It's going to provide sort of shelter when the trees grow up.
FiPL has been really useful for us, enabled us to develop our orchard. It's helped me put in another pond on the farm. Basically, I used to be a livestock farmer. When we had livestock, we always had a constant source of water on the farm. I realised how important it was to have wildlife back on the farm. So we put in a pond and wildlife came back. I wouldn't have done half these projects if it wasn't for FiPL. FiPL's encouraged me to actually get on and do the projects within the time frame allowed.
So FiPL is really important to the Cranborne Chase Farmer Cluster as we move forward. The fund is so broad and diverse, it gives us opportunities to look at specific projects that specific farmers want to do within the cluster, but as a priority, those that we can do wider. We're seeing the need within the cluster, and FiPL is helping us put everything we want to achieve into practice to help support the recovery of nature across our landscape.
To find out more about farming in protected landscapes in Cranborne Chase National Landscape, visit our webpage at cranbornechase.org.uk or find us on social media.